From kittens
It's so good to finally meet you.
to kids. Mental health.
So mental health matters to me because I have been through a lot of things myself.
To environmental health. This year, MLB players got personal.
It's quite embarrassing to talk about stomach issues.
Jake Diekman shared his story of living with inflammatory bowel disease and raised money for his Gut It Out Foundation. Cancer survivor Jamison Tyone continued his work with a nonprofit called Lending Hearts, which supports children fighting cancer and their families.
It's pronounced Nita Iskinosi.
Brandon Bailey, who is 1/8 Chickasaw, teamed up with Dugout Mugs on a campaign for the American Indian College Fund. And George Springer, who grew up with a stutter, inspired kids through the Stuttering Association for the Young.
Kids need to know that it will get easier. Eventually you will figure out who you want to be and, who you are, but in the process, it's going to be hard.
Dodgers catcher Will Smith and his wife Kara established a foundation called Catching Hope to provide children with everyday necessities. Adam Wainwright hosted a virtual trivia night to benefit his big league impact. Jake Odorizzi gave new winter coats to kids at his old elementary school through Operation Warm and Dream Builders.
Really kind of choke up thinking about it in a way of you're making a positive impact.
In Denver, a facility called Athletics and Beyond received thousands of dollars worth of equipment from the Players Trust, nonprofit Good Sports, and Michael Givens.
It's more than baseball, more than football, more than boxing. It's just about educating these kids and giving them an opportunity outlet.
Dansby Swanson promoted a mental health organization called Cheat Code. Brent Suter, who has an environmental science degree from Harvard, pushed for sustainability through an initiative called Sidelining Carbon. Josh Tomlin supported a charity started by a young friend called Kendall's Crusade.
Here he is. There's Lionel.
Lucas Giolito fostered kittens and raised awareness for the Orphan Kitten Project. Former teammates Jeff Mathis and Corey Kluber, whose wives each lost their mom, collaborated on a campaign for a nonprofit called Empower Her, a mentoring program for girls who have lost their moms.
What's going on, guys? Kyle Schwarber, Brent Suter, Josh Harris.
Hundreds of players in dozens of cities went to work for the Players Alliance.
Thank you, healthcare workers. We really appreciate you and love you.
Jackie Bradley Jr. and Joe Kelly.
We want to say, obviously, thank you to all the healthcare workers.
Launched a campaign for UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital. And for Children's Hospital of the King's Daughters in Virginia, Chris Taylor hosted a virtual charity concert, one of the many players who spent 2021 making a difference.
Once you get on this stage, you have this platform, and I think it's really important to try to use that platform for good.